umutangabuhamya Alfred Kamenge.
Let us welcome Alfred Kamenge.
Mugabo bagendanye cyane kandi babanye.
He worked with him a lot and they served together. For all the duties, they were together. We thank God that we are standing here today.
Kandi kuva umuyobozi ampa amakuru kuko hari ijambo zaza kuvuga hano yambwiye ko nzakora iminota 10.
From the time they told me that I'll give a speech, they told me 10 minutes.
Kandi nabona hari isaha itubarira neza.
And I'm seeing time clock there.
Arico nabanje gutekereza.
That is what I thought first.
Uyu mugabo twari tuvuga uyu munsi.
This man we are mentioning about today.
Twabanye tukiri abana.
We stayed together while we are still young.
Natekereza ko hari hagati ya 88.
I think it is around 1988
na 90
and 1990.
Nibwo bageze mu Minembwe.
That is when they reached Minembwe.
Kuva umunsi twarabanye.
From that day we stayed together
kugeza ejo bundi agenda.
Until his death.
Hari ubwo twabanye turi kumwe.
We lived together physically.
Hari ubwo twabanye mu ntera ndende.
We were together in a distance.
Ndavuga ngo ese mu minota 10 uwo muntu nabivuga
I was asking myself, am I able to mention of it in 10 minutes?
Ariko reka dukore ibingibi.
But let me do this way.
Mbaje guhapore umuryango wiwe bwite umudamu n'abana ndetse n'abavandimwe.
First of all, I condole the wife, the father, the children and the entire family.
Kandi nshima Imana yabakomeje kugeza kuri none.
And thanking God that strengthened you to date.
Mbanje kwihanganisha umuryango mugari avukamo.
I condole the extended family that he is born in.
Kuko wari warakomotswemo n'intwari ikomeye.
That gave birth to a great hero.
Mwabuze umuntu ukomeye mwihangana.
You lost a strong pillar, may you take heart.
Ndihanganisha za mutualite zose aho ziri.
I condole the leadership
z'ubwoko bwacu ndetse n'igihugu.
Of our community and the country at large.
N'akarere.
And the region.
Twabuze umuntu ukomeye.
We lost a great person.
Ariko Imana yari yaramuduhaye.
But God had granted him to us.
Yasize akoze akazi kiwe aragenda.
He did his duties and left.
Kandi turizera kuko bizakomeza kubaho.
And we believe it shall exist.
Banyakubahwa abayobozi muri aha.
Honorable leaders around.
Imiryango yose iri aha.
The families around.
Kubera yuko bavuze ubuhamya bukomeye bw'uyu muntu.
For the great eulogies past.
Nabonye jewe ndasubira mu bintu byinshi.
I'm not going to repeat a lot.
Ariko abantu bavuga amateka hari ibyo bagenda basa n'abagoreka kubera impamvu hari zo kutabiba hafi.
If people talking about history, they mention of it in a way that is not appropriate.
Umuryango wiwe ntiyawuhagurutsemwo muri 95.
He didn't stand out in his family in 95.
Ahubwo hari muri 94.
It was 1994.
Nuvishe ko hari abagiye wenda kubera impamvu zo kwibagirwa cyangwa se kutahaba.
Due to different sources of information.
Nibwo yagiye.
He left in 1994.
Kandi tuva mu Minembwe twari kumwe.
Living in Minembwe, we were together.
Tubana igihe gitoya nibwo yahisemo kuja mu gisirikare.
We spent a while and he decided to join the army.
N'umunsi yagiye twari kumwe yaransize ku Kibuye.
And the day we were together, he left me.
Twari dutuye igitarama twari twagiye kuramutsa mukuru wanje wari uriyo wakoreragayo.
We were in Igitarama, we had gone to visit my brother.
Jewe mbanza gusigarana nawe.
God left with the brother.
Ariko nyuma yaho ngarutse nsanga wacu yaragiye.
And after I found when he left.
Nayo maso namuherutse ubwo ngubwo imyaka twamaze hariya.
That is when I last saw him. For the meantime we were there.
Twasubiye guhurira Ibaraka muri cyagiye mwumvise bavuze.
We again met in Baraka in the time I have mentioned.
Rero kubera yuko bansabye kuvuga amateka yenda yavuga mu minota itakirenze 6.
I'm going to mention about his history briefly.
Uyu mugabo yabaye umuntu ukomeye kuva ari mu mafunzo.
This man became a great man right away from the training.
Ni nayo nkomoko yaririya zina rye.
That is the origin of his name.
Nabonye hari ibyo abantu batangiye kwandika nyine babihuza.
People were writing different information.
Ubushakashatsi bukomeye.
Maybe it is a great research.
Hari akantu yarakoze kaja kubafasha hariya muri training.
There is what he did that helped them in the training.
yitegerezaga ikintu rimwe undi muntu akoze agahita agikora ako kanya.
He had that sense of imitation.
Bari bafite ikibazo cy'umwijima, hagira umuntu ukora amatara turiya tw'udutadowa ndagira ngo niko bakwitaga.
They had a problem of darkness.
Yagakoze mu mwanya mutoya buba burakwiriye, niho ririya zina ryava.
He operated it briefly, and that's the origin of the name.
Ndibuka kubera yuko abantu benshi ari ryo zina bari bamaze kumenya.
Many people knew him by that name.
Rimwe twari hariya Uvira muri iriya misozi hariya mu Ishenge.
When we were in those mountains in Uvira.
Leta ikabayiza aravuga ngo yari azi ngo niryo se yamwise.
And let
ariko
say
nyine kwari
that he
kutamenya
knew was
kuko
his
yaje
exact
gusanga
name.
ari ryo zina azayitwa cyane.
He found it when is the common name.
Kubera umwanya muto.
For the meantime,
natekereje ngo ndavuga ku bintu bigera wenda nko kuri bitatu.
I'll mention about 3 things.
Ikintu cya mbere,
The first,
ni umuntu wari wararemanwe umutwe udasanzwe.
he was created with that kind of unusual brain.
Yafataga abantu nk'uko babivuze cyangwa se kumenya abantu, ariko cyane cyane akamenya akarere ni nacyo nashatse kuvugaho.
He had that strong memory of remembering and holding.
Yari umugabo ahantu rimwe.
He could pass
yuko ibindi byo abantu baragenda babitse, donc mwari mubizi.
Others you knew, but you didn't know this.
Mu bihumbi 2010 twari kumwe na Ruremesha uyu.
In 2010, I was with this man here.
Twari tuvuye mu Minembwe turi mu Bijabo.
We left Minembwe to Bijabo.
Dusanga barimutse.
We found when they had shifted.
Kandi kwimuka mu ishamba byari bigoye.
So shifting in.
Ariko umunsi twagera twebwe twari tuvuye mu Minembwe.
The day we reached
twari
there,
twagiyeho.
we were from Minembwe.
Tugarutse.
When we came back,
dusanga bimutse. Ariko akaba yari yaraye aje gusura ingabo zimwe zaraha.
They had shifted, so he had come to visit some forces there.
Yazisuye aciye inzira y'umusozi.
He passed through the mountains.
Ariko aje gusubirayo yaciye ishyamba kandi ari bwo bwa mbere agiye kuhanyura.
Going back, he passed through the forest, yet it was for the first time.
Tumuhamagaye ko twageze muri babandi yari yaje gusura.
Calling that we had reached those that he had come to visit.
Yaratubwiye ngo ntimusubire mu nzira y'umusozi mu cy'ishyamba.
Don't pass via the mountain, pass via the forest. We imagined how we are going to get his location. He told us, you get hold of the Oktoki. And he gave us the location. The place that he has passed for the first time in the first forest. We traveled for 2 hours in the forest. What surprised me? He told us where to enter from. In like 2 paces, you could tell us there is this. After 10 minutes going astray, he could ask us where we are now. We tell him that pass in this direction, you are going to find this sign. Until we reached him for the last 2 hours. He wasn't unusual. You could not get astray when you talked to him. It was a speciality to him. Another man that I saw that with, he is still existing, who has that great memory. And whoever that has something is great too. You don't call and they don't. You
yashaka
call and they don't
kuguhamagara
register.
nyuma y'ukwezi
Whenever they want to call you after a month,
taja kuyishaka aho mwavuganiye
they grab the other exact number. They call and call you.
Uyu mugabo kubera gufata ibintu cyane.
For his great memory,
hariho abantu bakoranye nawe hano.
There are people who served with him here. From the training,
yafataga ibintu vuba.
He could grasp things a lot.
Kubera iyo mpamvu.
For that reason,
nibutse igihe
I have remembered a time
abacu bagwi Kalemi
when our brothers died in Kamenge and those who
yayoboye umuhango wo gushingura bari abantu.
Saw how he delegated the ritual of burying those people.
Imirimo yakoze ni myinshi y'umutwari.
The duties of heroism that he did is a lot.
Kuva ico gihe muri 1996.
From 1996.
98 yagize uruhare rukomeye mu ntambara y'ahabaye.
He had a great role in the battle.
99 yagiye mu Gihamba babivuzeho.
1999 he went to Gihamba. They have mentioned of it.
Muzaza mugenda mubona bavyandika.
You shall be seeing it when it is written down.
Mu 2005 ko ndasimba kubera umwanya kuko iminota yanje yashize.
In 2005 I'm jumping because of time.
Hari uruhare yagize ubwo bumaze kurengana.
There is a role he had.
Nabonye ejo bundi hari uwabyanditse ariko arabihina.
Someone
yaribeshe si ukubihina ukundi.
Wrote about it but was a mistake.
Byatangiye mu 2005.
It started in 2005.
Yaje gusubira muri leta mu 2011.
He went back to government forces in 2011.
Ariko yakoze ibintu bidasanzwe.
But he did unusual things.
Kubera yuko yatabaraga.
For whenever he could rescue.
Agatabara n'umutima wose.
He could rescue wholeheartedly.
Ikindi kintu yagiraga.
Another thing he had.
Yaritondaga mu gushaka gutegera ikintu.
He was humble in listening to things. After grasping and deciding about it, he could do it without taking care of what is after there. He did great things. And we thank him for whatever he did. They were unusual. We cannot mention of his history in 10 minutes. As I conclude, let me give an advice. If indeed we don't want to quit doing what they did, recently, maybe that person might be here. He found news that my son had gone for the mission. That calling me to inform me that is a lie. That I had feared to call you. I said, why? That your son had gone for the mission. What reason had you feared? For seeing your child to go there is difficult. Do I have a child with that heart of going? Is he going? And I also said that I've given birth to a hero. And he is here. Though I don't have that heart of telling him to go. But the day they feel like going, let them go without bidding a farewell. There is a lot I don't manage to do right now, but they can do it well. For someone to tell me to decide to go with you, I can't choose. There are a lot who are not willing and able to do what is required. But each one of you has something they can do. Deciding to go there, there is a number I can choose, not about the multitudes of you here. If we have people who can go there by will, we have to thank God. Therefore, many people, They fail to do it.
bakananiza n'ababikoze.
And again, weaken those who can do it.
Nimba hari ugiye hariya,
If there is someone going there,
tugafata iya mbere kumubuza,
don't take first place
tugafata iya
to
mbere
make them
kumuhatike
stop.
ngo agende.
Don't just give them transport.
Nizera ko tuzabikora
I think
kandi
that
bikagenda
we're going to
neza.
do it, and
Ibyo
all goes well.
tutagishoboye hari ibindi dushoboye twakora,
We have a lot that we are not able to do, but we have a lot we can do.
kandi nitubyubaha
And if you obey it,
nibwo tutazaba dutatiye ibyo basize. Murakoze.
thank you.
Arakoze cyane.
Thank you so much.
Iyo abarije bateguye gahunda niba narahaye umwanya